Okay, the next slide you guys are going to do, and then I'm going to do one of these. So, this one is, I think it might be the same, but say, so Q is the midpoint of PR. Okay, so look at the segment. Where's PR? Great, very nice. There you go. So Q is the midpoint of PR. So find PR. So you got PR is the whole segment. Q is the midpoint. What does midpoint mean?
It's halfway there.
Yeah, so it's halfway, exactly halfway in the middle. So it says find X, find PQ, find QR, find PR. Okay, so when we're doing with the midpoint, since they're exactly half, that means they are equal. One side is equal to the other. So it is fair to say that PQ is equal to QR.
Wow.
Okay, so now it's just a matter of plugging it in. Okay, so what is PQ?
6x minus 7.
Okay, and what is QR? 5x plus 1. Perfect. Okay, so now we need to solve for x. So you need to get all your variables to one side and all your numbers to the other.
That means we combine my terms, right?
Eventually, but yes. Okay, so what should I move first? Let's move the x's. Okay, so how do I move the x?
6.
Or there should be an equals. Right here where this plus is at. There you go. Okay, so all my x's have to go on the left side, so I'm going to say minus 5x. If I do it to one side, I got to do it to the other. So minus 5x. So I got x equals, and I got 6 minus 5 is going to give me 1x. Minus 7 equals 1. Okay, now what? I'm still trying to solve for x. Close. Add 7. So if I do it to one side, I got to do it to the other. So I have 1x equals 8. Now, some of you guys can actually see what is x right now. X equals 8, okay? But some of you guys can't. So if you can't, that's okay. Divide by 1. It's the same exact thing, but... So, x equals 8 divided by 1 is still 8, okay? Some of you guys could totally skip that step because you can visually see that x equals 8, but some of you guys cannot, and I know that. Okay? So, we know our x value. So, start. Some of you guys need to like work your way through the questions. So, we got this part, we already did. We found x. Now it says find PQ. So, what is PQ?
6x minus 7.
6x minus 7.
So it would be 6 times 8 minus 7, right?
So we're going to plug in that 8, yep, so 6 times 8 minus 7
is
48 minus 7.
41.
41.
What is up with me?
Okay, now look at the picture. What is 41?
PQ?
PQ, and look at the picture. Okay, what do you know about the picture?
It's the midpoint.
So, this one we know is 41. What do we know about these two segments?
They're congruent.
They are congruent, and Q is the what?
Midpoint.
Q is the midpoint. So if this one is 41, what does this other one have to be?
41.
41. This one has to be 41. If you can't see that, find the QR. Okay? So if you can't see that, and I'll do this one a slow way, then, so we did that one, we could say QR, and that equals 5x plus 1, would be 5 times 8 plus 1, which would be 40 plus 1, which is 41. So this one is 41. And it says, well, find PR. It is 82. Yeah, so PR is the entire segment. Well, we know this one and we know this one, so PR has to be 82. Okay, but as soon as you find the first one, when you're working with midpoint, that's just like my body. We were talking about, I know that this half, okay, so I'm gonna know the bottom half. That's kind of obvious, okay? But some of you guys, you just can't visualize and see that way ahead of time, okay? Okay, the last two slides I want you guys to do too. And then the other one that you have missing on the other side, okay? Oh, I got your two from yesterday. I don't remember how many I gave you. Okay, yeah, just put it in the box. I haven't graded them yet, so. Because I wasn't here, I've literally graded papers till like 11 o'clock the last 2 nights. Well, last time I went to bed because I had to go, I had to like rush out of here. My daughter has soccer at 4 o'clock. I don't get off work till 3:15.
Oh,
So I got home, picked her up from school, changed her real quick, took her to soccer. We had soccer till 5:30. Then I have puppy classes at 6. Yeah, so then I get home and I had to clean house and do laundry.